YouTube channel. Okay, as you see, I'm here again, and as you have always read on the title, we're gonna study again science. I've seen you guys record discovery of state of matters, liquid solids and gas, so we're gonna talk about that again, but we're gonna use that to study another new topic in science. So what are we going to learn today? Today we're gonna learn heating, cooling, evaporation, and condensation. When you need to do all of these things in science, of course you need to use solids, liquid, and gases. So that's how you're gonna be discussing in this video. And as usual, please don't forget to leave a very big thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn on the post notifications, and also share my video. I love you so much. Let's get into this video. So you guys, as you know, solid, liquid, and gas are the three states of matter. Heating and cooling, evaporation, and condensation can change the three states of matter from one to another. Let's start with heating. What is heating? Actually, heating, it is changing a solid to a liquid. Heating something. When you heat something, we call this process melting. Melting. So, how can I give you an example? You see when you have a chocolate in your hand and when you are eating it, but you want it to be like really like a liquid. You know what is a liquid, guys? So what do? You heat it with fire. Maybe you can leave it on the sun and then it heats. The sun is so hot, so it is heating the chocolate, and the chocolate is turning into a liquid. So that is what we call melting. Heating is a process by which, or maybe melting is a process by which a solid changes into a liquid. A chocolate, which was not, it is a solid because when you break it, it can come back to its original form. When you heat it, or when you melt it, it becomes a liquid. So that's what you call heating. And the process by which when you heat a solid becomes a liquid, we call this process melting. So now let's go for another one. Wait. Did you know the temperature by which a solid, like a liquid, melts? 0 degrees Celsius. Now this in the head. What is cooling? Cooling, it is when a liquid changes into a solid. We call this process freezing. I think you know that because it is when a liquid turns into solid. You know we have heat the liquid. So there is a solid which turns into a liquid. We call this heating. Then after, how do you do so that the liquid can come back to solid? You cool it. We call this freezing. Freezing comes from the word like freeze. You see, in the fridge there is a freezer. So maybe if you have heated the chocolate, it is like now a liquid. You put it in a small container. It should take its shape as you know it. And then after you go put it in the fridge, it won't get solid. It won't be solid because it is not in the freezer. It can be solid. It will still be a little bit solid, but not that much. But if you put it in the freezer, it will come back to its original form. And as you know, its original form was as solid as it was. So yeah, that's it. Solid to liquid heating, liquid to solid freezing. So how can you melt something? By heating it. How can you cool something? By freezing it. And did you know that the temperature by which a liquid freezes is 0 degrees Celsius? Okay, you guys, now we're done with heating and cooling. Let's go now to evaporation and condensation, and then we finish our lesson. But wait. Did you know at which temperature temperature this liquid boils? Very easy. 100 Celsius. Okay, now we can continue. We are now to evaporation and condensation. So, gases form when a liquid boils, as I explained. Gases, as you have seen on my last thumbnail, I put this thing of gases like the smoke. That is gas. So the liquid probably boiled, which means it has boiled to 100 Celsius, as you have seen. A liquid boils to 100 Celsius, and when a liquid boils above 100 Celsius, which is maybe 110 or 200, it's evaporate. That's what we call evaporation. Evaporation, it is from liquid to gas. Evaporation is liquid to gas. Let's get a very simple example. You were maybe from school and then you want to take a shower, but you want to leave hot water. And then you go and put the water on the gas, then like you put on the fire. So you leave it, and then when you are like there is such things like those boiling like water, like being like circles. That means that the water already boiled. So you can remove and then go to wash yourself, and that's what the water we drink. But if you leave it and then you forget, maybe you're watching TV, you will come back when the water, maybe the water was reaching here, now it's reaching here. Which means it had evaporated because it went above 100 Celsius. So that's what you call evaporation. Evaporation is a liquid to a gas when you boil actually something. That's what you call when you boil something above 100 Celsius. That's what we call evaporation. So, as I said, the temperature by which a liquid boils is 100 Celsius, not above. Because if it's above, it will evaporate. Now let's go to condensation. Guys, what is condensation? Condensation, it is when gas changes into liquid. We have seen that evaporation, it is liquid to gas. And now condensation, it is gas to liquid. How do we do this? When you see like maybe when you boil water, like I've said, there is this gas, maybe you've put it on the cover, and then it is like it starts boiling. When you open, there are a lot of gas, like smoke, steam like coming from air. So you leave it, and then when you put again the cover, you wait for maybe 2 or 3 minutes. You remove, you will see that on the cover there is what we call there is water. That's what we call condensation. Even on food, there's sometimes you take food, you put it maybe in some container, you close it, and then bring it to the salon. In the living room, when your parents open, you find that there is water. You say, where is this water coming from? And because of that gas, the food was still hot. It had some steam from it, gas from it. So then, poof, it touched the surface, and then after it came back to a liquid. Then the liquid again goes like that. It changes. So I've seen you guys, this lesson is a little bit challenging. So we're gonna do a little bit of work to see if you guys understand. And after this, we're gonna go to another topic, which will include solid liquid and gas set of matters, which will include also these ones. And first of all, before we go, let's get a small revision. We have said that gas, liquid, and solids are the 3 states of matter. Evaporation, condensation, heating, and cooling are the process that can change this state of matters from one to another. First of all, what is heating? How do we call this process? 3 seconds to respond. Heating, it is when a solid change into a liquid. We call this process melting. Melting. Great. What is cooling? 3 seconds to respond. Great. Cooling, it is the process by which a liquid changes into a solid. We call this process freezing. Freezing. Great. Now, what is evaporation? How do you call this process? Actually, no, the process is called evaporation. But what is it now? 3 seconds to respond. Yeah. Evaporation is a process by which a liquid changes into gas. We call this evaporation. And the temperature by which a liquid boils, it is 100 degrees Celsius. The temperature by which a liquid freezes, it is 0 degrees Celsius. And the temperature by which a solid melts, it is 0 degrees Celsius. So, the last one, what is condensation? 3 seconds to reply. Great! You guys are perfect at these experts. So, condensation, it is when gas changes into liquid. For you to do not forget this, they go together. Heating, cooling, evaporation, condensation. Melting, freezing, evaporation, condensation. Melting is when a solid changes into liquid. Freezing is when a liquid turns into a solid. Evaporation is by which a liquid changes into gas. And condensation is when gas changes into a liquid. I'm expert at this. I know. Thank you. No clapping. I know I'm the best. But you're the best. You are better than me. So you guys, that's all I had for you in this video. I hope you enjoyed this video and I love you so much. So please don't forget to leave the very big thumbs up. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Turn on the post notifications and also share my video. Bye. Time for me to go to school. I love you so much. Bye.